everyone, welcome to today's Go Red for Women Pledge Your Hard Work 2022 special cooking demo. I'm Natalie, dietitian from Singapore Heart Foundation, and joining me today is none other than Chef Siang, co-founder and culinary director of Three Embers. You may recognize Chef Siang as he has represented Singapore in several prestigious numerous culinary competitions. We are really honored and privileged to have him here today to share with us two hearty recipes, which is none other than a grilled chicken toast as well as a chilled soya pudding with fresh fruits. So today, we'll just like to hand on to Chef to share with us these two hearty recipes. And if you have any questions during the session, feel free to add in during the question and answer section and we'll answer them during the session. Chef, handing on to you, please.
Thank you, Natalie. Hello, everybody. I'm here once again to show you guys some very easy to cook and hearty recipe. Hello everybody. So you would like to just on your camera so that we can see each other. I can get some reaction from you guys. All right. Hello everybody. Hi. Hi Auntie. I see Elaine. I see Felicia. I see Siu Hoon. Hello everybody. Hi. So great to see you guys. I hope one day we can see each other face to face, and then we can have more interaction. It will be soon. Hi Yan Kim, hi Wanda. Alright, so today we are going to share with you guys some recipes that is easy to cook. You can cook at home definitely, and it is also very simple to do. Alright, so first recipes that we have today is actually a grilled chicken sandwich. Okay, grilled chicken sandwich. Alright, the ingredients we use is actually this ultra fine wholemeal bread, all right, from Sunshine. All right, you can get this in the supermarket, easily available. You can get this from the supermarket. Okay, so wholemeal bread used to be a bit rough. All right, myself, I sometimes I don't really like wholemeal bread because of the texture. But this is the new one. This is the ultra fine one, which is very smooth, and you can actually use it for your sandwiches. I think it tastes very good. All right, so this is the ultra fine wholemeal sandwich. If you don't like the texture of the coarse one, you can actually use this for the ultra fine one. All right, then we have tomatoes. All right, big red tomatoes that you can use in the cooking later. And then we have some kale. Okay, kale is a very healthy salads or vegetables that we have. Okay, there's many ways to cook kale actually. Okay, you can air fry it, you can toss it with olive oil and eat like this. You can stir fry. Okay, so kale is actually like your ang mo kai lan, I would say. All right, ang mo kai lan. Okay, so sometimes I call this ang mo kai lan. If my mom want to buy something like this, right, then I will not tell her that it's kale. I'll say it's ang mo kai lan, and then it's really very nice. All right, so there's leafy part. If you use this to air fry, right, actually it tastes like seaweed. There's full of umami. Hi, uncle. Okay, so so it tastes like seaweed. Okay, it adds flavors to your sandwich. It adds flavors to your food and salad. All right, so it's very healthy and it's very nice. Even my kid love this. If you put it in the air fryer, all right, air fry it at about 180 degrees for about 5 minutes. It becomes crispy. You put a bit of salt, put a bit of olive oil, healthy oil, and then you can just eat it in itself. Okay, good for garnish, good for our sandwiches also. All right, so that's kale for you. And in most of the so kale, there's a few types. There's from Australia. There's also locally farmed one. Okay, you can also use this locally farmed kale. If you see, try to support local also. All right, next up would be this. Okay, so this is avocado. I think most of you will know what is this. Okay, so later on I will tell you how to treat avocado, how to remove the seed easily. You know, how can we take out because avocado is an ingredient that I think a lot of you guys seldom may not always use at home. So if you are not familiar with this, later on I'll teach you how to remove the flesh from the whole fruits. Yeah. Okay. So this is a very healthy food. It is really good for your body. Why I say that? Because you can actually, first of all, this food is very filling. All right. So if you use it as a spread, right, it can keep you full for at least half a day. Okay, so avocado is really, really very healthy fruits that we use. Okay, and then for the sandwiches, we use very little seasoning, close to none, but we still put a little bit for the taste. Okay, so to replace the seasoning, to replace salt, okay, what do we do? Okay, we use cumin. Okay, cumin powder. All right, cumin powder will increase the flavor of your food. Okay, but it's not seasoning, so there's no sodium in the cumin. But then it adds flavor to your food. Okay, so what we are trying to advocate is that use less seasoning, but then we use herbs and spices to replace the seasoning, so that your food don't taste bland. All right. So for myself, as my age go up, my sugar level go down. All right, my sodium level also go down. All right, so once all these go down, right, how do we, and we want to enjoy tasty food, how can we do it? All right, we add spices into our food. Okay, not only you can use cumin, you can use a little bit of coriander powder. All right, you can use other herbs. All right, fresh herbs also can. All right, rosemary, thyme. All right, all these are Western fresh herbs that you can add into your meals to make it more tasty. All right, so these are ways of increasing the flavors of your food. Okay, by not using sodium in the food. All right, and next ingredient we have for the sandwich is our chicken breast fillet. All right, so this is a chicken breast fillet. Look at this. This is chicken breast fillet. It's not the whole breast because I think whole breast, if you don't know how to cook it properly, maybe it's a bit tough. Auntie will say, "Wow, chicken kueh heng jin siap ah." You know, it's very, very fibrous, very, very tough for some of you. So I would suggest you use chicken fillet. Okay, why is it that when we use chicken breast, it will be difficult to handle? Because you see, chicken breast is so big piece. All right, 150, 180 grams per piece. Okay, by the time you cook the chicken breast, right, to let the internal be cooked, right, the external already overcooked. If you all don't know how to handle and don't know how to do it at home. All right, so by the time internal is cooked, external is overcooked already. So you always say, "Wow, kueh heng jin teng, kueh heng jin teng," you know. But then actually, chicken breast is a very lean part of the chicken. All right, if you remove the skin, there's basically no fats at all. Okay, so I would suggest you use a chicken fillet. Chicken fillet, it takes a shorter time to cook. So by the time the internal is cooked, right, the external is still not overcooked. Later on, I will show you the method to make this chicken fillet moist, tender. It's like eating the chicken breast from chicken rice. All right, when the chicken rice hawker sell you the chicken rice, right, the breast is also very tender. Okay, so that is the level that we want to achieve. Moist, tender chicken breast. So today we are using chicken fillet. Okay, we have some salt. Okay, this salt is actually a healthier version salt. Okay, where can you get this healthier version? Go to all the supermarket available. Look for the healthy logo sign on the salt. All right. So you will say that, so many ingredients, I don't know what to use, I don't know which one to use. I tell you, go to supermarket, find all the healthy logo sign, all right? Lower in sodium, lower in sugar, lower in, higher in fiber, higher in wholemeal. So use all these triangle sign one and then cook your food. It would definitely be healthier, all right? Okay? So we have all our ingredients and we have some seasoning. So we have some Tabasco also. Tabasco is what you put on pizza. So this Tabasco is actually very nice. It helps to bring out the flavors of the avocado. All right. So later on we will be making the sauce. We will be cooking the chicken and stuff like that. Okay. So we have all our ingredients over here. So let's start with the first item. Okay, so we have ourselves here some tomatoes. What you need to do is actually dice up the tomatoes. Okay, so these tomatoes actually you can, if you want to peel off the skin, right, you can do that also. Okay, cut across at the bottom. Actually, put into a put it into a hot pot of boiling water, put inside for 5 seconds, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, take up, and then the skin will come out, then start to peel away the skin. Alright? Then it tastes, if you don't like the skin, that's how you can do to remove the skin. Okay? This is what we do. We remove the seed. Alright? We remove the seed. It becomes one petal like this. Alright? Remove the seed again. Okay? Then we start to dice it up nicely. Alright? Okay? Remove the skin. Alright. Okay? Clear up this. Make sure your chopping board is always clean. Alright. Okay? So cut it nicely into dice. Alright? So now what we are making is actually the spread for the sandwich. The spread for the sandwich. This very, very healthy spread for the sandwich. Okay? We are not using butter. We are not using peanut butter or jam because all these are all high in sugar. Okay? So all high in sugar. So we take out all these. We make our own spread. Alright? We make our own spread with avocado, tomato, alright? A bit of this Tabasco, and then a bit of very healthy oil. Alright? So dice this into small bites. So when you eat the sandwich, there's some bite of the tomato also. And then we can have some acidity and some freshness from the tomato also. Yeah? Okay, 切小小 So you all will have time at home. You can prepare this. You can cut the tomato. If you want to eat this as a breakfast, right? You can cut the tomato before your overnight. That means you can cut already, leave it overnight in the fridge, and then you can use it next morning. Yeah. Okay. Why must we remove the seed? Okay, so by removing the seed, right? Sometimes the seed is actually too sour. All right, so you will actually I don't like the spread to be too sour, so I remove the seed. Okay, and then it look nicer also. Okay, so this is done. All right. Next up, so how do we remove the seed from the avocado? Okay, so first of all, avocado, there's a seed right in the middle. Okay, look at how I do this. Cut the avocado this way. All right, slowly move this. Okay, cut it into half. All right, simple, right? Okay, cut it into half like this. Okay, next step. This seed, how to core out? You can use a spoon. You can use the spoon to core this out. You can also actually use your knife, okay, and then spread it out like that. Simple. All right, then you remove the seed. Okay, again, put in the knife, chop your knife here, turn, remove the seed. All right, simple. Okay, avocado. Okay, I need to share some tips about choosing avocado. Okay. A lot of you, when you all go and choose avocado, Asian 哇，越轻的越漂亮，越轻的越美。Okay, but avocado 越轻又越硬。So it's not nice. Alright, it's not ripe yet. So don't choose green avocado. Alright, never choose green avocado. Choose the one which is slightly brown, like this. Alright, slightly brown. Why slightly brown? Because slightly brown then is ripe. Alright, don't choose those which is also very dark. That one is maybe overripe. Okay, overripe. So don't choose too brown. Don't choose those very green one. Because very green one will be very hard. 那个敲到头，那个头都会破。Okay, so don't do that. Alright, so choose those that is slightly brown. Okay, then you can use your finger. Slightly, I say slightly press it, okay? If not, all the supermarket auntie will scold me, slightly, to see that is it hard or not, okay? to see is it hard or not. Slightly press this. Oh, okay, quite soft. Can. Alright? Those very hard one don't take. Very hard one cannot. 你敲头头都会破所以不要Alright? So use that and then you will get this very nice one. Okay? And avocado, right? Avocado don't leave it overnight. Alright? Don't leave it overnight. Because you leave it overnight, it would be easily oxidized. Alright? It will be easily oxidized. And then the meat will turn black very fast. Okay? So how can you do? You say, wow, eating avocado, if I got one number of avocado, I cannot finish. So what can I do if I want to leave it overnight? You can add in some lemon juice. Alright? Acidity will help to keep the oxidation from to oxidize too fast. Alright? So some lemon juice will help. But then I don't advise you to leave 2 or 3 days. Maybe after overnight, then you have to finish this spread already. Alright? So you see, once it's ready, use a spoon. Use a spoon, okay? And then we will take out the meat. Look at this, so easy. Alright? And then, see? Simple, And then it's so clean, right? Alright? It's so clean, right? It's not very difficult. And I tell you, the flavor of the avocado is really very beautiful. Alright? Really very beautiful. Okay, one more time, Spoon, go to the side, and then you remove this nicely. Those of you who love to eat avocado, you can also eat like this. You can also eat like this. Alright? Or you can use avocado and make it into drinks. Okay? Put some soya milk, blend the avocado, and then make it into a drink. Alright? It also tastes very well. Very, very wholesome. Okay? Alright, so once this is done, alright, we add in our tomatoes. Add in our tomatoes. Alright. And then we have some Tabasco. Okay. Tabasco is to help to bring out the taste of avocado. Some spiciness inside, it will taste good. Alright. Avocado. Tabasco. A little bit of pepper. Okay. A little bit of pepper, and then we can start mashing this up. We can start to mash it up to make it like a spread. Alright? Those of you who want to add in some coriander, if you like, spring onion, shallot, onion, if you like, also can. Alright? Also can. Okay? You see, if the avocado is ripe, right, it's easy to mash. Alright? If you buy those very green, very hard one, then it will not be as easy. Okay? See? So easy. Alright? Mash this up. Alright? Make it mash evenly. Look at the colors. The bright green colors. Alright? And then you look at the tomato. Right? Give you the red color. Okay? Looks good. Alright? Tastes good also. Okay? Once you have this ready, if you have very nice olive oil at home, alright? Healthy olive oil at home, or you can use some healthy oil at home, add a little bit of the oil at the end. Alright? Olive oil will give your spread a very nice flavor, alright? And then it will give you a very good taste, alright? So don't worry, when we add oil into our ingredients, right? Don't say, oh, 我不要吃酱油, I'm afraid of oil. Good fats, good oil is actually good for you, alright? So we only add a little bit, okay? But then it's all healthy oil that we are adding inside, so don't worry about it, yeah? Okay? So you see the spread is ready. Okay, I don't want to make it until very meshy because I like a bit of avocado as bite. Alright, when I eat my sandwich. Okay, so for this, I think it's fine. I like this texture, but if you want it to be very smooth, you can actually mash it up even more. Okay, so once this is ready, we set aside. Put it in the fridge also can. We set aside. Okay, now the next step that we want to do is to marinate our chicken. Okay, marinate our chicken. So this chicken fillet, look at this chicken fillet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 would do. Yeah. All right. So what do we marinate it with? We marinate with some cumin. Okay, cumin, like I mentioned, we put a little bit of we cut away the salty seasoning. We put cumin to bring up the flavors. All right, cumin. Not too much because cumin can be quite strong in flavor. All right, just a little bit. Look at that. Just a little bit on the chicken. Okay. Cumin is not spicy, it's only flavor. Cumin is also very good for your body. So actually, it's a very good herbs to use, good spice to use. Okay, so use the cumin to season like this. All right, add in a little bit of pepper. A little bit of pepper. Okay, and lastly, a little bit of salt. Okay, just a little bit. And the salt must be HPB logo one, good salt. All right. That's it. Less than 1 gram. Okay? At least there's some flavor to it. Once this is ready, you can put it in the fridge, let it marinate for maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. We don't have so much time today, so I'm going to just pan-sear it straight away. Okay? So this is the front part. Actually, if you like, right, the back part also must marinate. Look at this. Okay? So front part done. Okay, we marinate a bit on the back part also. So both sides same flavors. All right? Both sides same flavors. Look at this. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. Okay? Very minimum. Alright. And this is done. Alright. On the pan. Warm up the pan for a while. Okay? So first, before we pan fry the chicken, right, we will actually grill the sandwiches first. Okay? No need any heat. No need any heat. Just grill the sandwich. Alright? Put this in. Put this in. Alright, we toast the... Okay, so if you have a toaster at home, you can straight away put inside your toaster and then put inside toaster, make it hot, make it warm, make sure it's crispy, then you can bring it out. Alright? We don't have a toaster here, so I'm using a pan to make sure that it's nice and crispy, nice and brown. Okay, you look at the texture of the bread, right? They don't have the spike one because they actually blended it into fine powder. Alright, so normally when you have a wholemeal bread, you have a lot of those little dots, specks of wholemeal on the bread, right? But this one, they really grind it into powder, so you only see a very light brown, and the texture of this bread is really very soft. Alright, okay, so once this bread is available, I've been using this bread for my breakfast. Okay, I don't use white bread anymore. Alright, I use this bread for my breakfast. Okay, so we try to toast the bread until it's nice, firm and crispy. There will be some slight browning. Alright, later on you will see some slight browning. Why I want it to be toast because, okay, the avocado is actually a bit moist. Alright, the avocado is a bit moist, so you need the bread to be a bit on a crispy side so that you can actually spread the toast on that, so that it will not be over moist for the bread. 你不要你的那个面包湿湿的 okay? So you see some slight browning on top. Look at the beautiful bread. Look at this. Look at the slight caramelization. You can see on top. Or maybe camera cannot see. Okay? But then you see there's already some slight browning over here already. Okay? Alright. Toast this on the hot plate. Alright? Very easy, very simple to do. I'm doing everything here from scratch today. So I never prepare anything in advance. Everything is here. And if I don't need to explain to you right now, I'm already sitting down here eating the sandwich. Okay? So already finished. But now I'm explaining step by step to everybody, so it takes a little bit of time. Look at the bread. Okay? Once it's toast, you can see the browning of the bread, right? This is the level we want to achieve. After you toast the bread, right, set it aside, let it rest for a while, and then it will become crispy. Okay, don't use it immediately. 给它休息一下. Okay, put it on the side for about 2-3 minutes, and then you can start to make your sandwich. Alright, look at this. Okay, good enough. Put it one side. Good enough. Okay, put it one side. Alright. Once this is done, we will do the pan sealing of our sandwich. Okay? Alright. So we use a little bit of oil. Okay? Once the pan is hot, right? Okay, pan sear the fillet, the chicken fillet. Alright, once you put in, you can straight away smell the flavor of the cumin. Okay, the cumin spices. Look at this. Okay, once it's hot enough, right, lower down the fire because you don't want the chicken fillet to be overcooked. Okay, so you want to use the fire to slowly penetrate into the middle of the fillet. Okay, 慢火小火. Okay, the top heat, the first initial heat is for to sear and have a nice caramelization. Look at this. Look at the chicken, nicely seared with the seasoning. Okay. Later on, what we want to achieve is really very tender and juicy fillet, very moist one. Okay. Look at the caramelization. You see, it's very simple, very easy to achieve. And then it doesn't take long. Okay. You see, when we cook, okay, everybody very kiasu. They will say, 哎呀，煮多一下，不然不会熟，煮多一下不会熟. Actually, your food is ready cooked. But every time when you say 煮多一下, right, it become overcooked. So the texture is not very good. Green become brown, soft become hard. Okay? So we don't want to do that. We want to be very safe. We want to make sure our food is cooked, but then also not overcooked. Alright? So that is always the case when we cook things. 我们煮虾也好，煮鱼也好, every time you steam fish, you scared, oh, my fish not cooked. So I will cook longer. Alright? Okay? So we have a question from PH Chuang. You say, what other spices can we use? You can actually use paprika. You can actually use cumin that I just mentioned. You can also use coriander powder. You can also use other herbs like fresh rosemary, okay, fresh thyme. All these herbs you can use in these dishes. Okay? Look at this. Alright? Nicely caramelized, okay? Nicely caramelized. We don't want to cook it too much. Okay, at this point of time, you can actually lower down your fire and then let it sit on the pan for a while. Let the heat penetrate through into the middle of the fillet. Alright? Let the heat penetrate through into the middle of the fillet. Okay? And then we will have this done. Alright. So we leave this on the pan. Okay, next up, what we need to do is actually to spread, alright, to spread the avocado toast on, spread the avocado spread on our toast. Alright, so our toast is here. Okay. Take a spoon of this, spread it on our bread. Alright. See, so beautiful. Green, red, and then later on we'll have our chicken toast on top. Okay, so this is a very, very healthy spread to have for breakfast. Okay, and then one sandwich. A lot of time when if you actually sleep late on that day, you wake up about 9 to 10 o'clock, then you are in between breakfast and lunch. So actually, if you make this bread, right, it can make this sandwich, it can actually last you after lunch. All right, because the avocado is actually quite filling. All right. I have another question. Can we use fresh rosemary? Yes, you can use fresh rosemary. But rosemary, fresh one, maybe you chop a bit and then you add into this marination. It can work because rosemary can be a little bit bitter if you don't handle it properly. So I advise maybe 1 or 2 prick of the rosemary for the flavor. That would do. All right, rosemary is very nice for this also. Definitely can. Okay, look at the spread. Look at the spread of this toast. All right. Okay, we spread it on another piece. Okay, this is going to be my lunch for today. All right, tomato, all very, very healthy fruits and ingredients that we are using. Okay, I already off the fire for my chicken. Okay, very low fire, I will off it already. Let it rest for a while. Later on, we will cut and then we will put on top. All right, so this is ready. Okay, today I'm going to present everybody with an open face sandwich. 是 open face one. That means it's open up one. So I'm not going to close this and then so I want to open up, let you see the ingredient inside. Okay, and then make you feel that it's very appetizing, and then it looks very good. Okay. Cut this. Alright, okay, take a piece of this chicken breast. See how nicely it's caramelized. Alright, the texture is still very soft. Okay, still very soft, but then it's already cooked. Slice this. Alright, slice this. Look at this. Very nice grilled chicken sandwich. Alright. Look at this. Very nice and moist. So two piece of fillet for one sandwich would be very good. Okay. Look at this. Alright. Okay. Very nice. Alright. So once this is done, a bit of avocado here. I love my avocado. Okay. You can air fry this kale. This kale, right, you can air fry and then you can mix on top, okay? But you can also mix it with some olive oil and then add as garnish for this. Alright? Okay, if you air fry for texture, it's also very nice, but then I also like it fresh like this, okay? To some of us Asian, right, it may be a little bit fibrous, okay? You will say that it's siap-siap, you know? And then there's a little bit of tardiness. So 它是有点苦的 okay? So you can actually do this, put a little bit of olive oil, and then we can serve this like this, okay? So you want it to be even more wholesome, right? You can add in some eggs, you know, hard-boiled egg, you can add it inside, also can, make it nice, all right? Look at this. Put in some garnish. These are locally farmed cress, all right? Some garnish, some colors. Add in some colors over here, all right? Okay, you can dice some tomatoes also. All right? And it becomes so beautiful, all right? You want to make it, you know, wow, everybody see already also want to eat, okay? So look at the color of this. Okay, maybe I can cut it into half. right? And we plate it on the top of here. Okay. So this is a very complete meal, very complete meal. You have your protein, you have your starch. I will say the starch is actually your bread, all right? Then you have your spread, your vegetables, everything on top, okay? So you see, nicely done. Maybe you can see here, yeah? Nicely done, okay? Yeah, focus a bit. Okay, see? Okay, very colorful, all right, very wholesome sandwich that y'all can make at home, easily done, okay? So now I'm going to prepare my second dish. So while we are preparing the second dish, I'll pass this to Natalie. Natalie will share some of the nutrition fact on our food that is good for the heart, yeah? Over to you, Natalie.
Okay, thank you so much, Chef. Okay, so let's see this beautiful and delicious sandwich that Chef has actually created for us. None other than the grilled chicken toast. So as you can see here, there's a good mixture of both whole grains, okay, from the wholemeal bread, and also lean protein, okay, from the skinless chicken breast meat, and of course garnished with vegetables like tomatoes and also kale. Okay, so does this concept actually sound really familiar to you? Okay, this is none other than our SHF Heart Smart Eating Plate concept that we really encourage all of you to have during your main meals and also snack time. So today's chef has actually showed us how easily it is, okay, to actually create a heart-healthy eating plate concept. So how do we do it, okay? So we encourage, okay, for a quarter of your plate to be filled with preferably whole grains, okay? It could be wholemeal bread, it could be brown rice, okay? It could be oats, okay? It could be quinoa or millet. So now there's a whole wide variety of whole grains that are out there now. So the other quarter plate we encourage to be, you know, lean protein, okay? So it could be your lean chicken breast, or even could be tofu, you know, eggs, you know, or even fish as well. So in today's recipe, chef has actually used skinless chicken breast meat, okay? But of course, if you find that, oh, I don't feel like having a chicken breast, okay, not to worry. You can always even go for some quick and easy scrambled eggs, okay, or either you can also go for some tuna that are canned in water, or even oil-based like olive oil or sunflower oil. And you can easily flavor them with different herbs and spices that chef has also shared in today's session with the rosemary, cumin, you know, and also dill and different herbs and spices. Okay, so the other half of the plate, we encourage it to be fruits and vegetables. So you can experiment with lots and lots of different salad vegetables. So today, chef has actually used kale in the recipe. Okay, so kale might not be something that's very familiar with all of you, but do you know that it's actually part of the cruciferous family, which is part of the family of broccoli, Brussels sprouts, you know, cauliflower as well. Okay, so kale is something that you can actually start to try in your recipes. It's actually really easy. You can have it raw. Okay, like in today's session, chef has showed us, you can just garnish with a little bit of olive oil and lemon. It actually tastes really nice. Okay, some people even like to have it as kale chips. Have you actually heard of that? Okay, you can easily just break off from the stems. Okay, just have the leaves and just oven bake it for about 5 to 10 minutes. You know, garnish with a bit of olive oil, a bit of you know, sea salt. You know, and then after which you can have kale chips as well. Okay, so you can have a crunchy toast. Okay, with your sandwich. If you find this all too much, you can also go for your easy salad vegetables like, you know, tomatoes, cucumbers, spinach, onions, bell peppers. They are all good additions into it. So now that you have joined us for our Pledge Your Heart Walk, you must be feeling really hungry, isn't it? Okay, not to worry. So whole grains, do you know that they are not only good with heart health benefits, okay, but they are also really filling, okay? Why so? It's none other than because whole grains are really, really rich in soluble fiber. So soluble fiber actually helps with heart health management because it helps to lower our LDL bad cholesterol levels, but also keeping us fuller for longer periods of time, okay, which actually really helps us, you know, to keep us feeling full after a meal. Okay, so whole grains, they are really, really nutritious. So you must be thinking, what is the difference between whole grains and refined grains? Okay, so whole grains actually they are unprocessed and unrefined. So the grain is actually intact with the endosperm, with the germ, okay, and the bran intact. Okay, so that is why it's very nutritious, because all these 3 different layers are actually rich in dietary fiber, vitamin B, vitamins or vitamin E as well, okay, and even trace minerals like iron, magnesium, and also zinc. Okay, so now that you know whole grains are really good for you, there are so many wide varieties out there. Okay, and today we actually use an ultra fine texture wholemeal bread. Okay, so some of you might not be very, open to wholemeal bread. You might be thinking, whole grains are always dry, nutty, and gritty. Okay, but not to worry. Now we have a whole wide range of different kind of texture out there. Okay, some of you might enjoy a more soft and grainy texture. You can go for different ones out there like ultra fine, soft meal, okay, or fine wholemeal bread. That's a good option you can go for. Or if some of you are like nutty explorers, you like grainy and nutty textures, not to worry, you can get those that are actually blended with oats, even wheat berries, rye, okay, all these are whole grains, okay, and even some are infused with nuts and seeds like flax seeds and even lean seeds. Okay, so flax seeds are actually a really good source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids and even chia seeds as well. So feel free to opt for the different options because they are higher in protein as well as fiber. Okay, so this yummy grilled chicken sandwich, I wish you can smell how delicious it is. Okay, so now let's hand on to Chef to actually share with us the second recipe, which is none other than the chilled Serra pudding with fresh fruits. Heading over to you, Chef. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you for sharing all the nutritional facts about all the ingredients that we can use on our daily cooking. And I hope you guys hear her and then try to use all the ingredients that she has mentioned and then use it in your daily cooking so that we can eat healthy. It's good for the heart, it's good for the body. All right, so I encourage that. All right, so I hope everybody is still there. All right, yes, I can see the participant is not dropping, but I hope everybody can switch on your camera so that I can say hi to everybody. All right, so hi everybody, on the camera, say hi to me so that I can see your face. Hi Margaret, hi May, hi Sim Go, how are you? How is everybody? Hi Jennifer, I saw you. Alright, switch on the camera, say hi to me. Alright, very informative. Thank you Mei Chia. Okay. Hi Christine, hello everybody. Let me see all your beautiful face. Alright, so now we are going on to the second. Hi Hui, hi everybody. All right, so we are going on to our second dish today, which is our dessert. This is our chilled soya pudding. Okay, so chilled soya pudding is something that I personally love a lot. Okay. Hi Alice, hi. So it's really something that we want to, I want to teach everybody. It's super easy to do, it's super easy to make, okay? So first of all, I will just go through a little bit of ingredient. What kind of fresh fruit we are using today is really all the fresh berries, all right? We have very good blueberries, we have very nice raspberry, all right? And then we have pomegranate. These are all very healthy fruits that is very good for the heart, all right? So the pudding, the soya milk that we are using is actually the reduced sugar, okay? Reduced sugar soya milk, okay, from NUTRISOY. Why we want to use the reduced sugar one and not use the unsweetened one? Because, okay, because if you add sugar, you don't know how much to add, all right? So these recipes that I pass to you guys, there is actually no sugar added at all, all right? The sugar is only from the reduced sugar soya milk. Okay, reduced sugar soya milk. Okay, I will pour the reduced sugar soya milk into a pot like this. Okay, let it warm up. Okay, so this is the soya milk now. I already measured this already. Okay, you all just need to follow the recipe. Let it warm up. Okay, very easy, very simple to do. Okay, next up, what we are using is actually gelatin leaf. Alright, you can find this gelatin leaf in the supermarket also. Very easy to get. Alright, 2 sheets over here. So how do we use gelatin leaf? This is not agar-agar, this is gelatin leaf. Alright, a little bit different. Okay, so gelatin leaf, you just need to soak it into ice water. Let it soften and then throw inside. That's it. Okay, remember must be inside ice water or tap water also can. Okay, this process is what we call booming. All right, we boom the gelatin leaf and then we add into the soya milk. Okay, so it act as a binding agent. It acts as a binding agent for the soya milk. Okay, so some of you may ask, why gelatin leaf and not agar-agar? Okay, because agar-agar is slightly on the hard side. But if you like the texture of agar-agar, you can add in also. Very simple. Okay, so once this is boom, right, you see, put inside very fast, it becomes soft. All right, so this is what we call as booming. So once this is done, right, okay, you can add it into your soya milk. All right, your reduced sugar soya milk. Okay, like I said, we use reduced sugar because there's sweetness inside. Sugar level is already certified that it's okay. All right, so we use this. When you add inside, okay, very fast the gelatin leaf will melt. Okay, once it's dissolved, okay, we will use the solution, pour it into a cup like this, or ramekin if you have. All right, pour it into a cup like this. All right, or whatever mold you want to set at home. Okay, please, for whatever mold that you set, it cannot come out because it's very soft. All right, so I don't advise to actually remove the soya pudding from the mold. So you eat straight from here. So if you want to chill it in a container, straight from the container, you chill and then you eat ready. Understand? All right. Don't think it can come because it's very soft. It's like tau hui. All right. It's like tau hui. Look at this. Mei Cha say she loves soya pudding. All right. That's great. Okay. So once this is ready, all right, we will chill it in a container. Okay. I'm pouring this back into the container because it's easier for me to pour into this glass jar. Okay, I can smell the very nice soya milk, very wholesome. Okay, very nice soya milk already. Straight away pour it inside here. All right, and then let it chill inside the fridge for 2 hours. All right, let it chill inside the fridge for 2 hours. Okay, I'll put it inside the fridge. Okay, so while it's chilling inside the fridge, right, what can we do? We can actually cut our berries, all right, raspberry into a quarter, so that later we can garnish our pudding with this. We have we have blueberries, all right, over here. Just need to slightly rinse it with water. Okay, the berries cannot last too long, so finish it as much as possible. Finish it when you bite it, so it will go moldy quite fast. All right, so please check when you buy also. Please check from the supermarket, see if the berries are moldy or not. Okay, so I don't have 2 hours for you to wait and chill inside the fridge, right? So I'm like, ta-da, magic. So I have one which is really chilled last night. All right, put it over here. So we start to garnish the pudding. Okay, we want to eat healthy, but we also want our food to be very nice, right? So you can take photo and then you can actually load up into your Instagram, show everybody, today you have actually prepared a very nice dessert, healthy soya pudding for everybody. Okay, look at this. All right, so you want to talk to your grandchildren, okay, if they are not around. All right, garnish this nicely. Look at this. All right, so garnish your pudding. Okay, young children will also love this. Young children will also love this. If you want to put strawberry, also can. All right, different kind of berries inside here also can. All right, look at this. Okay. All right, look at this, nicely done. Okay, add in a little bit of colors. Our very nice green leaf. You cannot get, if you want to put mint leaf also can. Dessert, normally when we garnish dessert, right, we use a mint leaf to garnish the dessert. Okay. All right. Look at that. Okay. We want it to be appetizing. I think your grandchildren will definitely love this. If they come over, please make this for them. All right. Healthy, not so sweet. Okay. And tastes great. All right. I think we are good to go for this. And lastly, add in some pomegranate. Pomegranate will give you a little bit of bite and texture. Okay. So you look at all the red fruits, right? And you know once you see the red fruits, it's good for the heart. All right? And that's what we want. Okay. Look at this. Done. All right. Very beautiful soya milk pudding that we have over here. And it's so easy. And it's so easy. All right. So once this is done, you can actually serve it with a spoon and then you can eat it. So wholesome, so nice. All right. Okay. So we have a question. How long must we heat the soya milk? Can you leave a bit? Sorry, cannot see the last one. Yeah. Okay. How long do you need? You actually need to heat the soya milk for a while. Just make sure the gelatin sheet melt. Whole box of soya milk. Okay, follow my recipes. I have a recipes inside. So you follow the recipe and then the gelatin leaf, the gelatin sheet can actually, it's not the whole box. I have a recipe for that. I think it's about 500 grams. All right. So you look at the recipes, the two slices, and then you just melt the gelatin leaf and then it can set. All right. Then the texture is very, very nice. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this or not. Okay, so it's very nice. Okay. Can use the recipe for milk pudding? Yes, definitely. Definitely, you can use it for milk pudding also, no problem. Gelatin powder is, sheet is from beef. So, okay, we have a few. You can get the fish one. You can get gelatin powder. We don't use the beef one. We use the fish one. There's also vegetarian gelatin, all right, available in the market. How long can we keep this pudding? 1 day, okay, 1 day. If you cook today, you can actually store it in the fridge for 1 day. How to search for chef YouTube? I don't have a YouTube channel, sorry. Okay, but I think you all will put this in your YouTube, right? So they will have Heart Foundation YouTube. You can use frozen berries, definitely. All right, you can use frozen berries also, jasmine, no problem. Frozen berry also very nice. Chill inside the fridge when the liquid is hot. Yes, once it's hot, put it inside the fridge, no problem. It won't spoil. Make how many ramekin? Depends on how much liter of soya milk you use. Okay? All right. Great. So I've come to the end of my demonstration. Welcome back, Natalie. We will have some questions I will take some questions from you guys. Ask us anything if you want. All right?
Okay, so Chef, thank you so much for the yummy recipes that you have shared with us today, which is none other than our grilled chicken toast and also soya pudding. Okay, so we'll just place it in front to let all of you to have a look at it. Okay, so delicious. Okay, so Chef, some people might be thinking, that, they might not be able to, eat soy or something, and they want a different alternative pudding other than soy pudding. Do you have some, to share with us today?
Definitely. I think just now someone mentioned, can we do a milk pudding? Definitely, a milk pudding will do for this recipe also. So basically, you can put in your milk, all right? If you don't want sugar, you just use the fresh fruits, or you can actually do a yogurt pudding, but you have to cut down the gelatin. Use yogurt, add in a little bit of milk, okay? And then you put in the gelatin sheet and then you set it, and then it will also taste very good, all right? With the fresh fruits. Or you can actually put in the fresh fruits inside the yogurt, blend it, and then use that mixture, mix a bit of milk, and then set as a jelly. So you can have fun with it, play around. You have all day, no worries. Do it at home, okay? Do it as how you would like it, all right? But the technique is the same, all right? Gelatin leaf with your solution, and then set it in the fridge.
Sounds amazing, Chef. So Chef has actually showed us that you can even use milk, okay, and even yogurt in this recipe instead of soy if you don't really enjoy it. And for milk, we really encourage our dairy products to go for the low-fat or skim option, okay, because they are a little bit higher in saturated fat content for the regular full cream ones, which can increase the risk of heart diseases. Okay, so how about maybe an almond pudding? Is that another option as well, Chef?
Definitely almond. Some of them like the taste of almond, all right? So almond pudding is also another great recipe you can replicate for this, just use the same level of gelatin sheets, all right, for the almond milk, because almond milk already have the taste. I would presume you will have to use the lower sugar one, which is not so sweet, and then yeah, just set it and then mix it with your fresh fruits. You have the same result.
Sounds amazing. Okay, so I think Chef today have used, berries, which is a very, very good addition on top of the soy pudding, because berries, they are really rich in antioxidants, okay, which actually are really good for our heart health, okay. But for example, if you want alternative kind of different fruit options, is there some options that we can go for as well?
I would suggest mango. Mango goes well with the pudding, okay. You can actually dye some mango and then put it on top, so it can become a mango soya pudding.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So tropical and yummy, or
Yes.
even peaches, is a good option as well, okay, to go on top of this soy pudding. So don't worry, you can put different kind of fruits if you don't have berries at home. Okay, so some people might actually be thinking, usually soy pudding comes with, the ginger syrup and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I wonder, Chef, maybe do we maybe have an alternative or different kind of syrups that we can use, or healthier
Yeah,
ones?
so actually we want to cut down the syrup, right? So we take out the sugar from the whole recipes because we want to keep the sugar level very low, very healthy for our audience. So we took that syrup out, okay? So if you want to replace that syrup, I would really suggest you actually blend some fruits into your yogurt and then use the yogurt as the syrup, okay? Yogurt, there's a little bit of sweetness inside, okay? And with the fresh fruits that you blend into the yogurt, right, it goes very well with the soya pudding also. So to replace that, I would suggest a yogurt, not syrup, a yogurt mixture to go with that pudding. Okay, it will be healthy and it will be very nutrition for everybody.
Yes, sounds amazing. So we can actually use yogurt and also blend it in with some fruits, because
Yes.
I think just now someone asked also about frozen berries. So they are
Yeah.
really a good addition that you can use as well. You can even just microwave it for 1 minute. Okay, it will turn into a saucy-like consistency.
Yes.
You can mix in with your yogurt and gives it a really nice
Yes.
texture and flavor.
And then you have flavor, you have a little bit of taste to go with the very neutral soya milk. So it will taste good.
Yes, sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course, if some of you might want alternative for sugar, you can also experiment with even dates, okay, and different
Yeah.
dried fruits like date paste, where you can just use 2 dates and maybe just about 50 ml of water to blend in to replace, some of that sugar that you are using. Okay, so sounds great for our soy pudding. So I think today everyone was really amazed with the grilled chicken toast as well, okay, about how amazing we can use different kind of ingredients to create this. So I think Chef, you're really mentioning about the avocado spread. But for example, if some people want it more creamier, are there other ingredients that they can add in to make it much more of a creamier consistency?
Yeah, actually I would suggest we can actually use a yogurt spread. All right. So yogurt spread works well for breakfast,
Yes,
I would
yes.
think, and then it's quite wholesome.
Definitely.
So if you really don't want avocado, but I strongly advocate you guys to use avocado for this recipe because it's really wholesome, it's really nice, it really tastes good. But then if you really don't want, I think yogurt is a good replacement for the avocado, which I think will work well also.
Yes, sounds amazing. So Chef has showed us that we can actually use yogurt as well as a replacement, or even in this avocado dip, if you find it, you want it more creamier, you can just add in some yogurt in as well, okay, to actually give it that creamier consistency. Or some people like beans, okay, they might experiment with hummus as well, which is actually a chickpea spread.
Chickpea spread.
Yes.
So for hummus, right, you can actually buy it off the shelf. If you want to make it yourself, you would have to steam the chickpea until it's soft, add in a bit of olive oil, and then blend it. All right, it's also very, very, very healthy.
Yes.
You don't. Vivian says if you don't like tomatoes, can change to what with avocado. You just use avocado as it is. All right, you don't have to add in any other thing. It will also work. Yeah?
Okay, sounds amazing. Okay, so I think some people might be thinking, what other healthier substitutions other than lean chicken breast? For example, if they're vegetarians or something, are there other kind of proteins that we can
Yes, definitely.
use?
So if you want to replace the protein, like I just mentioned, you can actually, for myself, I think salmon, which is a very good replacement for chicken breast, I will use it. All right, lightly poach it, flick it, and then toss it into the avocado, and then you can have a very nice avocado and salmon spread. All right, so it comes together. Okay, toss in your salmon into the avocado. It would taste perfect also.
Sounds amazing. So salmon is actually one of the fatty fishes that we really encourage everyone to have
High
about.
in omega-3.
Yes, high in
Very
omega-3. We really encourage to have that about 2 to 3 servings a week for to reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease. So amazing to hear we can use salmon as well. Yeah. So chef, how about maybe some vegetarian options like maybe tofu? Is that an option that we can use?
Okay, so if you really don't want, if you cannot take proteins or salmon or chicken, I think tofu is something that we can use. But for this, I would suggest that you pan fry the tofu. All right, pan fry the tofu until it has a nice golden texture, and then you cut it and then you put on top as a replacement.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So you can also use tofu as well, to cut it up, okay, and also have it as a topping as well. And I think some of you, if you find that you are vegetarians, you can go for tofu or even beans, okay?
Yeah.
Beans are a very good addition as well. So nowadays, they actually sell canned beans in water in the shelves as well, okay,
Yeah.
which are very easy to find around. So you can actually just, drain it out and mash it, into a bowl with the different
Correct.
herbs and spices that we use today. Like,
Yes.
you were saying
Your
rosemary,
rosemary, fresh herbs and
Yes.
spices. At the end of the day, what we want to advocate is really to use less sodium less seasoning in our food, and then replace it with our spices, replace it with natural herbs for the flavor. Yeah.
Yes, sounds amazing. So today in our recipes, we can see that chef actually showed us that we can use different herbs and spices to flavor our meals so that we can use a little bit of the salt content and reduce it, and also the whole grains that we use today as well from the wholemeal bread. Okay, that there are many different textures. So chef, you enjoy
After
it.
today's
isn't it?
cooking session, I
Yeah.
feel healthier already.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so I thank everyone, for all the questions that, you have given in. Okay, we will actually have the recipes in our website, so feel free to actually go to our website, to visit them. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, Chef, for today. Amazing
everybody.
recipes.
Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Hope to see you
Thank
guys
you.
in real soon. Yeah? Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.